What's up, guys? It's Flossin. So, from the early story quest of Season 2, the game has allowed us players to try out Jufufu, our next upcoming agent, and after testing her out a bit and seeing how she works, I genuinely think this character will be a lot stronger than many people expect. So today, we're gonna talk about Jufufu. I'm gonna break down her full kit at M0, explore potential synergies with other characters, and give my honest thoughts on whether she's worth or not worth pulling for. If you find this video informative or just enjoy it at all, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It's completely free and lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Now, with formalities out of the way, let's talk games. So, Jufufu. Despite her height in game, she absolutely makes up for it with her impact in combat. Jufufu is our next upcoming S-rank fire stun agent, and despite all the flashy releases that we've been seeing lately, she's honestly one of the more easy to understand but high value agents in the game. Her core revolves around two different things, might and momentum. But before we get into those, let's talk about her other skills, since they feed into both of those mechanics. We'll start with her basic attacks first. Jufufu actually has two basic attack styles. The first is a 4-hit combo. If you basic attack 3 times and then pause, kind of like A-rank Ambi, and attack again, she'll end with a heavy slashing attack. The second style, and the style I think most people will gravitate towards, is the spam combo. If you don't pause after her 3rd hit and keep attacking, she enters this slashing frenzy that literally just keeps going. And when I say it keeps going, it keeps going. And yes, for science, I tested it, and you can literally do this infinitely. Oh god, I love this game, man. Her second important skill is her dash attack. Now, her regular dash attack, it's pretty underwhelming, but if you dash attack and hold the basic attack button, she actually enters her spin to win state. Yep, rip Piper mains. And just like her infinite basic attack, yep, you can spin to win forever. So if you ever wanted to explore inside the hollow as a Beyblade, you pretty much can. Alright, now let's talk about might and momentum, because this is basically the meat and potatoes of Jufufu's kit. So, her might meter is the bar that's displayed underneath her HP, and she can hold up to 200 at any given time. Her momentum is tracked below her health bar as well, but it's actually displayed as a buff icon in battle, and she can hold up to 15 momentum. So whenever Jufufu has 100 might and she's off field, she enters her Tiger Roar state. And this state is going to give the team a crit damage boost, an increase to chain attack and ultimate damage, and it's going to increase Jufufu's own impact as well. But it also gets even better. If Jufufu's initial attack is above 2800, for every extra 100 attack, the crit damage buff she provides is going to increase even more. This is pretty insane, and you'll want to make sure that you capitalize on it as best as you can. Okay, so we talked a little bit about might, but how do you actually build it up? Well, there's 4 different ways. The first way is her summon in battle, Hue, but from here on out, I'm calling him Dawei, because it's funny. So her summon Dawei attacks periodically in battle, and each time he hits an enemy, Jufufu is going to gain 20 might. The second way to gain might is her spin to win dash attack. The only way to get might from this attack though, is Jufufu has to have at least 1 momentum. And each time she hits somebody during this dash attack, it's going to consume 1 momentum and give her 25 might. The third way is her EX special attack. This attack is going to give Jufufu 80 might and 3 momentum. And the fourth way, her ultimate, is going to give her 100 might and 6 momentum. So yeah, if you're really trying to stack might, then using her spin to win dash attack is going to be the best way to do that. And this is also really important because her spin to win dash attack is the only way that you can consume momentum. Each hit that Jufufu and Dawei do when she hits an enemy is going to consume 1 momentum and give you that 25 might, like we said before. So overall, Jufufu's gameplay is pretty simple. You want to stack might and momentum, and then swap onto your on-field DPS. You want Jufufu to stay off-field and support what the buff she provides while Dawei keeps attacking. Pretty simple, but very effective in battle. Also, I noticed something pretty cool while testing her out. If you switch back to Jufufu during her aftershock attack, it actually teleports you to the spot that she's at. Now this is pretty similar to Trigger. I don't know how important that'll be yet, but it could open some clean plays if optimized. Also, Jufufu's additional ability activates when you have an attack or rupture agent on your team. And when it's active, all characters are going to get a 1000 max decibel increase. And when an attack or rupture agent uses their ultimate, Jufufu is going to give them 300 decibels. So, when Jufufu's on your team, ultimates for these agents technically cost 2700 instead of 3000. It might sound small, but in Shiyu Defense or Deadly Assault, this can be a game changer. It also helps when you're saving ults for a stun window in a boss fight, but you're already maxed out at 3000 decibels. Okay, so with Jufufu's kit in mind, it's pretty obvious that her best pairing is Yi Xuan. Jufufu gives an insane crit damage buff, so you can focus more on crit rate when building your Yi Xuan. And this is extremely helpful if you don't have Yi Xuan's signature engine as well. Yi Xuan's also a greedy on-field DPS, and Jufufu supports that perfectly from the sidelines. She also helps funnel 600 decibels because Yi Xuan can ult 2 times, making her decibel ultimate cost 2400 instead of the usual 3000. And it's no surprise that they work together lore-wise and mechanically. But what I love is that Jufufu's buffs aren't just limited to Yi Xuan. Other agents like Soldier 11 or Evelyn can absolutely benefit from her. And even outside of fire-based teams, she still brings a ton of value to the table. So personally, I love her. I might even spend a little bit just to get her on my own account so I can run a full Yunquei Summit team. She's fun, she's cute, and most importantly, you can explore the hollows as a Beyblade. Jufufu kind of reminds me of Qingyi, not overpowered, but super universal. This is the kind of unit that nobody really regrets pulling. I think that she'll be a great pick for new players jumping into Season 2, but sadly, I think she'll be an agent that is slept on. Not because Jufufu's bad, but because most players have already spent their pulls on Yi Xuan.
And I'm a part of those players. I cannot believe I lost my 75-25.
I'm done. That said though, she's clean, she's fun, and the infinite combo stuff is really addicting. But yeah, I think that's enough yapping out of me. Guys, like I said, Jufufu is a great pickup, especially if you're lacking a good stun agent. She doesn't specialize in one buff type, and honestly, I think that's what makes her great. She's flexible, a character that grows with your roster over time. So, because of all these pros and cons of Jufufu, this whole thing has me really curious. What do you guys think? How do you feel about Jufufu after playing with her? Do you like her, hate her, and do you think she'll surprise a lot of people when she drops? Or is she an agent that most people won't think twice about? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like down below. It's completely free and lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Until next time though, happy gaming, and may your pulls be ever in your favor.